Hey folks, it's Tuesday, June 7th, 2016. I'm in Old Metairie. I got a call yesterday, then late. Came by and took a look at this situation. So these bees apparently, according to the homeowner, just showed up. Next door, they're doing a lot of work. In fact, I think the house is gutted and all this stuff. And the homeowner here has told me that they cut a tree down. So I'm thinking, quite possibly, these bees were displaced. Either there was a hive in the house or the tree. We're just taking a guess here, okay? It could be just a humongous swarm that showed up. Who knows? You know, the Chinese tallow flow is still on big time down here. So, anyway, they're going to be doing a lot of work on this building, and they told me I could do whatever I want. So I'm going to go in from the outside, and I'm going to go ahead and remove some of this hardy board. Now, yesterday when I came by, I put my ear to the wall, and I could hear bees in it. Right now, it's so hot that the thermal equipment, unless this building was air conditioned, and it's not, okay, your thermal equipment is pretty much obsolete, okay. We got surface temperatures are like in the high 90s in there. So I did use the thermal imager yesterday, and I mean, you can see where the heat's being retained, okay, through the roof in this building. So anyway, long story short, you can hear them in the wall. They're in there. I'm going to open this up, and I mean, we might even have a queen out here. I don't know, but there's even bees with pollen. So I'd be surprised if this is an established colony. I think these folks would probably know about it. Anyway, hope you enjoy the video. Let me show y'all what we looking at today. Okay. It doesn't look like something that just showed up, does it, folks? It really doesn't, but you know, all I can go on is what the homeowner's telling me. You know, but I mean, you know, you get crazy calls sometimes, and this could be one of them. But just look at the amount of bees. So I'm thinking they're in the wall, maybe even in the ceiling. I don't know yet. I don't know how this building is built. This is an addition back here. So, and look at the Chinese tallow tree right there. But I don't know where the tree was cut down. If it was the yard over that where they're doing all the work, or if it's maybe this one or another one. But anyway, take a look at that, folks. Few bees, just a few. All right. Hello. Lauren. JP. Gotta ask you. You live here, right? And have y'all been out of town or anything, or? Oh yeah? Well, y'all go back here much? Well, basketball goes on the other side of the yard, though. Okay. You know, well, I mean, if these things just showed up, I mean, I'd be surprised, I think, but I'm not saying. Oh, I mean, right. Okay. Well, I'm about to open up the wall, but I can hear them in there. I don't know. I'm just thinking. You know, could be something crazy, like you said. You said they cut a tree down. So they didn't cut a tree that had just been working next door. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna open this wall and see what we got in there. But I'm thinking that maybe they've been here. So, all right. Okay. Okay. Good luck. Famous last words. Okay. some music going.
Use the V-back right now just to get the speeds off the Hardy board. So I can remove the top two boards. They're just in my way.
Oh. Alright folks, something you don't run across, space above the top plate. And see these shims they added, I guess to elevate the roof for whatever reason. Okay, but I can see some pretty white comb. I don't know if I'll be able to get it with this camera. Let's see. See if I can zoom in. Oh, there you go. See that? I don't know how much of this you get, but well, I'm going to open the ceiling up on the inside. And this is a strange design if I ever saw one. Okay, I can only assume that maybe they started in the ceiling, it got too hot, and they start building in the wall here. Or, because we had, as you just saw, a chunk of bees on both sides here. I don't know how many are in the ceiling, but I mean they're all spread out. It's the strangest thing. Never a dull moment with bees, folks. Pull this back. I don't think there's anything back there, no. This is roach droppings, by the way. Roach mess, okay? They will find a beehive, folks. Okay? Alright, folks, well, inside this building now, and we're going to open up the ceiling and see what we got in there. I know somewhere in here there's a hive, there's comb sections that the bees built. Probably looks like something about like that. Okay, so should be right up in there. And anyway, see what we got in here. This strangely built building. Inside it looks pretty normal, but outside it's strange design. How they built this. All right. All right, here we go. We got, folks. So you tell me what happened here. I don't know, but I'm thinking maybe it was just too hot in the ceiling for them, and they moved into the wallboard to try to build in there. So I don't know, but you're saying what I'm saying, so go figure. Well, I'm gonna vacuum these girls up and take that comb out. I think there's a chance I might have vacuumed the queen up already too. The way they're acting. Anyway, alright, we'll get back to it. So now I can see what they did, folks. They slotted these 2x4s. They used the 2x4s as rafters. And normally, you know, you have like 2x6s or 2x10s or whatever. So it might have just got too hot in here. That's what I'm thinking. And they started building in the wall. So, but anyway, I guess it's good as mine with this. I'm wondering if I vacuum the queen up too at this point. It looks like they're starting to come into the ceiling now. Okay, using this 2x4, and I think they're running up and then they're coming over, so they're probably going to wind up covering the comb. I'm thinking maybe because I opened this up and released a lot of that heat. Now they're it's a little cooler in here than it is outside. Must be what they're doing. Because they're definitely gravitating over to the combs. Oh well. Alright, so as you can see, this is our last comb section, and we've given the bees time to gravitate over to it, and there's still some outside kind of flying around. It looks like the way they're acting that the queen's probably in our catch box. So after I get this comb section out, I'm going to go ahead and check the catch box, and I'm pretty sure we're going to probably find her in there, and then I'll move the box outside, and I may wind up spraying a little repellent. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to do that or not, and then probably leave the box here and let the bees gravitate to it and pick it up after dark. Alrighty, that's where we are right now. Alright folks, so what we're going to do now, I'm going to take the catch box. Let me grab my flashlight first. Alright, we're going to take this catch box and we're going to look to see if we can't find our queen, okay? So this is, I'll show you what I do here. Oh, this floor is kind of dirty. Oh well, I'll have to wash my pants later anyway, right? Oh boy. Alright, so this is what I do. Okay? These bees are extra calm. I'm pretty certain she's going to be in there. And the exhaust from the bee vac was blowing out towards the entrance, and they were kind of congregating out there. And I mean, it's not always a sign that she's in there, but that coupled with the fact that these bees are very calm, feel confident our queen's in here. Didn't see any evidence where she's laying, so but they just got here. So all right, so we're going to put the eagle eye glasses on. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to see what I'm seeing here, okay? There's no way to catch this because once I pop the box against the concrete, the bees are going to be spreading out and running up, and there's a lot of them in here, and the camera's probably going to want to zoom in on the screen mesh. So I don't think you could get down in it and see what I'm seeing anyway. But if I find her, you will hear it in my voice, okay? That she's in there, because I don't think I could lie about that. All right, I won't hide my excitement. All right, here we go. Got the light ready. Okay, we're gonna tap it. All right. Right now they're just running up. Spreading out. They're not going too crazy yet. Alright, let's see. Incidentally, there's some beautiful drones in this hive too, by the way. Like a chocolatey. Yeah, and I'm looking right at the queen. Looking right at her. She is a, mostly caramel with a little bit of a tiger stripe. Sometimes I get it on the first one. Like that. Sometimes it takes 5 hits. Okay? But she ran up. I doubt she'll run all the way up to the screen. I don't think I've ever seen one do that. Did I just see her again? But she is in here, folks. She is in the box. Yeah, I've never seen one come up and walk across the screen. Okay, never seen one do that. I guess there's always the first time. Alright, well we got her in here, so that's all that counts. Alright, so put this here, it's all downhill from here, folks. Alright, fantastic. So this wound up just being a humongous swarm, basically. So And I'm trying out some new audio today, so I hope you like it. I got this little microphone hooked to my lapel here, and it's a Sony, just like my camera. I really like Sony equipment. I think they just make top-notch stuff. So, you know, I've had other types. I'm not going to say which other types, but don't want to put, you know, them down. Everybody's got their favorites, all right? But I've gone through about 3 different types of cameras, and I really like Sony equipment. And so here's the little audio piece of equipment I'm using right here. Okay, and it comes with the little mic. It's got a little USB deal that you plug in, and I guess you're gonna upload the audio, you know, to you. Like I use iMovie, so I'll upload the audio there, and via that USB cable that comes with it. And there is a little micro memory card in this thing. Actually, the little compartment is right there, and I do have one in there. And I think I got like a 64 gig. It was on sale. You know, these memory cards can be ridiculous sometimes, and I always encourage you, before you just run out and grab a memory card, unless you have to. There's always sales. I get a lot of my stuff from Best Buy, so you know, call them up if you got a good relationship with somebody that works over there. You know, call them up, ask them when the sales are going to take place, and you can get some really good deals on these memory cards. I mean, I've gotten stuff that normally a card might run, you know, $60 or higher for like, you know, $19. So every now and then they have some really incredible sales. So anyway, that's it for now. We're going to bring the girls outside. Let's go ahead and do that now. And well, I can't take you with me, but that's what we're going to do. We're going to set them up outside, and I'll see you in a minute. Of course. There we go. All right. Look to see if we can't find our queen. Okay. So this is to show you what I do here. Wow, this floor is kind of dirty. Oh well, I'll have to wash my pants later anyway, right? Look to see if we can't find our queen, okay? So this is to show you what I do here. Wow, this floor is kind of dirty. Oh well, I'll have to wash my pants later anyway, right? Oh boy. Alright, so alright, folks. So you see we got a catch box situated on top of the ladder here. And our queen is in the box. I sprayed some Honeybee Gone on the interior ceiling section just to get the bees to, you know, to run out and start orienting to our box here. Now, a little thing about Honeybee Gone, great product, okay? It can be purchased at honeybeegone.com. I use it obviously in a lot of my bee removals. You know, you can use it to keep bees off of surfaces. You can use it in your honey supers, any beekeepers out there. You use that in conjunction with a fume board, which is basically like a telescoping cover. It's got a metal top and a felt underside. And what you do is you spray a product like Honeybee Gone on the felt paper. You put it on top of your active colony and on top of your top honey super. And what I like to do is I'll take a propane torch and just hit the top, and I think that gets it to vaporize a little bit faster. After about 5 minutes, you should be able to take that top off, and the bees have run down, okay, out of that top box, and you can take that box and harvest it. Also, it can be used once you've gotten comb out of a void section. Okay, you can use it to keep the bees, the foragers that are out in the field, from congregating on the void where the hive was. Okay, now before I apply it where the hive was, I want to make sure that there's no bees covering you know, that wall section or floor section, whatever, you know, using it for, obviously, okay, or you can kill bees with this product, any repellent, pretty much. But what I'll do is once I get all the comb out, I'll smoke the bees that are on the surfaces off, get them airborne, and then I'll go ahead and spray. Now, if you have a situation where you've had bees in a void space of some type, whether it be a structure, a man-made structure, or a tree or something like that, and they haven't been there a long time. When I say a long time, I would say, you know, if they haven't been there, let's say more than, say, a week or more, all right? So a week, 10 days, let's say tops. You could look at trying to run them out of a void space. Now, you have to get the product behind the bees. If you don't get it behind them, you're going to run them into the structure, okay, or the tree, whatever it is. You don't want to do that, obviously, okay. So sometimes I'll drill a hole, and I got this little 3-in-1 oil bottle I use, and I put honeybee going in that, and it's got a little straw tip that comes up nice and tight, and I'll drill a couple of holes, say they're between floors, and I'll inject some of that and try to run the bees out. But that's the only time I really use it, to try to run bees out of a structure or a tree. If they're an established colony, a well-established colony, okay. If it's a tree, I mean, you know, trees are a challenge. If the tree's not coming down, then you know, you do what you can. And now, I always try to use smoke first, all right, to try to run bees out of a void space, and then I'll follow it up with repellent. Okay, but trees can be tricky. I would encourage you to probably use smoke to try to smoke them out, rather than just go right at it with the repellent. But great product. And I've used it here to get the bees to orient to my catch box faster. They would do it anyway, but you do have a certain amount of that are stubborn, and they want to go back to where, you know, that comb was. Now, as I said earlier in this video, I'm not sure what occurred here with this cluster of bees here, but you know, it could have just been a big swarm, you know, in retrospect, that found this spot, and they got in that ceiling, and it just got unbearably hot for them. And I mean, they were building comb, but obviously there was a lot of them on the outside. You know, I just think there was a lot of heat forcing them out, and they started to build from the top plate of one of the wall sections here. And I mean, just a little bit, but still there was a good bit of them there. So anyway, that's going to wrap this one up. I'm going to leave this here till dark. Okay, so what's going to happen, the bees that are flying around, they're going to land on top of the catch box, and I'm okay with that. And I'll put them on my truck tonight. Actually, these bees are going to Shot Weave, so we'll probably come back together tonight and pick them up and then put them in his truck. So it's all right if there's a certain amount of bees on top of the catch box. I don't have a problem with that. They're all going to wind up in the same place. Sure hope y'all enjoy the video. Another one from JP the Bee Man. I hope y'all having a great day out there, because I'm doing my best to have one. And I hope you will too. Take care, and to the next one. I don't know if I'll be able to get it with this camera. Let's see. See if I can zoom in. Oh, there you go. See that? I don't know how much of this you get, but